Proud to be joined in our D11Sports.com studios by Mike Kraus, the veteran head coach for the Parkland girls volleyball team, Bryn Dreisbach, outside hitter and a sophomore for the girls volleyball team. And Mike, first things first, it's always a pleasure to catch up with you. How's everything been going?
It's going well. It's quite the challenge we're in now, but we just had a meeting with the captain, Jesse, and Zoom. Zoom's been great, trying to keep the girls together and trying to get them to work out together. So it's the same for everybody, and we want to keep people safe and healthy. So we're going to do the best that we can to keep these girls in a position where they can prepare for next season. We're very excited with this group.
And Bryn, for you, obviously, it's not the way you want to keep on going here and finish classes online. How's the adjustment been for you doing things online?
Well, it's a lot different because you learn, like, for math, for me, it's kind of hard, but I need to, like, learn it from my teacher. So now I just have to, like, kind of learn it by myself. That's really hard.
As we go through what we're going through right now, Mike, did you ever think we were going to reach this point? I mean, everyone knew, okay, there's something coming. We may close school. I mean, everybody, I think, even for me, thinking, okay, a couple snow days and this and that, we're going to make it up. But Mike, never like this, correct?
No, and that's why I'm really fortunate and happy that our staff, we have kids that are very independent in the sense that they're motivated individually. So we're very confident that they want to do better. They're not going to be kids that sit back and point at all the wrongs with this, but what they're going to do is they're trying to problem solve and make the best out of the situation they're in, which I think is really important for them when they compete. So,
Bryn, what about you? What's been the biggest deterrent, or how you've been dealing with this, being inside and not being able to really get outside as much as you expect to be outside, with everything that's going on?
Well, yeah, like, I go on a lot of walks to just get some fresh air, and it's different, like, working out. You just have to, like, find, like, YouTube videos or stuff to, like, stay fit, and because you can't really go to the gym because everything's closed, but so we have to just make our own, pretty much, gym.
As we talk about today and where you guys stand as a program, I mean, your sport is not until the fall. However, Mike, that said, you guys kind of practice all year round and get in the gym and do some activities. How is this affecting all that? I know you mentioned Zoom meetings, but how does this affect all that?
Well, you get held back on the development of the skills, but then we can develop the mental side and as Bryn said, the physical side, trying to do some things. Dan Knappenberger from St. Luke's reached out to me and offered us some volleyball-specific workouts that St. Luke is providing through Zoom. So we're processing that right now as well. And the challenge that kids have is they may not have the weight room accessibility, but then we're going to gear more towards training body weight, which will be their body weight resistance in a lot of training. And that'll help them. And it'll keep them together and it'll keep them challenged. So we're trying to gear ourselves in that direction to get them as active as they can.
St. Luke's Pediatrics delivers the care you expect for your child, now and for their future. Choose a St. Luke's pediatrician today.
Bryn, a big accolade for you, coming, Prep Volleyball named you as, part of the Soft 79 list. What does that mean to you, being part of such a prestigious list like that?
Well, it's a great honor, and it just shows that, I've gotten it without my team and, like, our coaches, because they push us and hard, or my team, like, pushes me to, like, score, and then our coaches push me to score and to just do whatever I can.
Mike, as a coach, and you've coached some very, very good players, a couple of your daughters, Kelly, Roberts, a lot of good players. As a sophomore and seeing Bryn on this list, what does this mean to you as a coach, and what does this say about her caliber of play?
Well, she's the only girl in the state of Pennsylvania that's recognized for this, and it was based on her season performance. She was led the 4A class in kills because we transitioned from 9 seniors the previous season, and a lot of them got a lot of playing time for a number of years. So in the beginning of the year, Bryn was our only 6th rotation net player. So offensively, she was going to be somebody we had to count on experience. Well, she embraced that challenge, and going to her, letting her know that you have to find ways to get points for us. We'll show you ways. And then she just absorbed everything that our coaching staff provide her options that she could learn. She wanted to learn that. She learned to identify what to do with Jackie sets in those situations. We moved her around as the season progressed. She was more versatile and gave her different shots. So Bryn was a sponge. If it didn't work for her right away, there was a little frustration, which is what you want with successful kids. But she was able to vent that frustration into work ethic and continue to develop. And the match that really stood out was that Liberty match in that East Penn Conference semifinal.
When you say that, why? Why that match? I mean, you guys will end up winning the East Penn Conference Championship, District 11 Championship, got to the Final Four in the state. Talk about that match in particular.
Well, going into it, Liberty was at the top of the league all year. We were a team that had to progress, find our strengths, and blend together. As the season progressed, we were able to do that. Bryn was a very consistent factor for us in every position, front row, back row, attack. And so we were excited. We played Central Catholic in a tough match in the quarterfinals. And out of that match, Amber came out of there with a concussion. And so Amber Resendez, our right side hitter, who was a very impactful player, couldn't play. So now our third hitter was Lauren Check. So that was our order of regression. And Sydney and Scarlett on the outside and Sydney E in the middle. You look at the numbers, Amber got their second most assists. So those are going to go to Bryn. And in that semifinal match against Liberty, who was so strong, Bryn saw the ball a lot, and she ended up having 30 kills and 5 errors, which was phenomenal. She hit 430 or something, which is a phenomenal effort because Liberty knew Bryn's getting the ball. So not only was Bryn getting the ball, they were prepared for it. They could key on her, and she found a way to get those points for us, which as a sophomore, you really appreciate that. That was one of the highest kill totals we've had in our program in a match, and she did as a sophomore.
As you went into your sophomore year, knowing that you lost all those seniors, knowing that there was, a hole to be filled, did you overachieve? Did you feel that you played better than you expected? Did you know that you were going to be that good and that consistent throughout the year? Take us through, last year and what that meant to you, how you developed more as a player.
Yeah, well, I didn't expect anything really. I just played really hard and I just tried my best, and that's really all you can do.
When you say you tried your best and you're really humble, I mean, Mike is giving you all the accolades, Coach Krause, and you're just doing your thing. When you're on the court, how comfortable do you feel, as the outside hitter, as the part of your team, and, just the group that you guys have all together?
Well, yeah, all the girls are just so nice. So it's very comforting to know. And if I mess up, then they're there for me. They say, it's all right, you'll get it next time. And then it's just really nice to have that.
So you're hurting. Is it your back or your knee? Get the rehabilitation you need. We're in your neighborhood. Call Physical Therapy at St. Luke's.
What kind of team do you expect to have? I mean, you feel that in 2020, you're going to make another run at a district and East Penn Conference Championship, I would assume.
Well, we just expect, I don't really know.
Mike, she may go one game at a time because coaches tell her that, but Mike, I know you expect to have a pretty good season coming up.
Well, that's the thing about Bryn and these girls. They just want to go to the next game, and it's true. That is sincerely who she is and the way she approaches things. The next opportunity, she just loves to play along with her teammates. And as we progress, and one of the biggest things, we had Leah Bruneben and Emily, who are our defenders, coming back. They were our first contact kids, and they knew that as the season went along last year, Bryn was getting so many sets that we had to make sure we had options to move the ball around so she didn't wear her arm out. Now this year, we have younger players coming up that develop. Elena Purcell is going to have an impact at the net. And we're losing Lauren Check and Amber. So we're still trying to find out who's going to take those spots. Scarlett's working real hard, and Sydney Johnson working real hard. We're not going to be big in some sides, but who knows? And so we have a lot of kids that played a lot, and this team has such a great work ethic and togetherness. They just want to go as far as they can And it's our job as coaches to set the ultimate goal and build up to it with keeping in mind of playing your next match. And I like what we have. It's going to be so unique coming into this season, but I'm confident with our work ethic. They're very coachable in taking physical instruction and also the mental side. They're competitive and they learn and they identify things. And that's one thing that Leah Glenvin is doing so well. She's actually calling open spots for our hitters as they hit. So she's coming back, and Jackie's really worked on her setting. So I'm really excited with this base to start with this fall.
Not only a great volleyball player indoors, you're a really good outdoor player as well. You know, in beach volleyball, you're involved in that. Tell us a little bit about that before we let you go.
Yeah, I'm more into grass, and I play like a lot of double tournaments, not as much quads, but more doubles because there's more of them. And yeah, it's just really fun. It's like really laid back, but yeah.
The biggest question is, do you like playing indoors, or do you like playing on grass more? Or shouldn't I ask that question right now since your coach is right with us?
I think I like indoor more because like there's more people and you have more friends and I don't know. It's just different, but I like it more.
Congratulations again on soft semi-9 list, and no question we're excited to see you in the fall and you know, and where that takes you as well. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And Mike, thanks a lot as well for you joining us here on D11 Sports.
Al, we appreciate it for just putting us on your platform, and you're doing such a nice job with that, and it's continuing to grow. And it also gives it an opportunity for our kids to get some exposure for their accomplishments and what Bryn did. And she's the first one to tell you it was her teammates that pushed in practice and worked together, and they appreciate each other's success as much or more so than their own. And Bryn's a very humble kid, but it's more about winning and being successful in the competition. That's what I'm proud of, that our coaching staff has instilled and found the kids that have that mindset. And so we're excited, and thank you for giving us an opportunity to be on your District 11 Sports.
All right, Mike, thanks a lot. Bryn, thanks a lot. Mike Krause, Bryn Dreisbach joining us on D11sports.com, part of the Parkland volleyball team, and we wish them very much success and get through first COVID-19 and get ready for the fall of 2019. That's all from our D11 Sports studio for today.